Okay, this is the PFAFF 130-6, an amazing heavy grade industrial machine with that wonderful German engineering. And this machine will include the original instruction manual, which covers every aspect of the machine from operating it to providing basic maintenance on it, which there's not a whole lot to keep this machine running at a top-notch level. And again, like all of our machines, we do service them, provide a detailed service of them prior to shipping them to our buyers. So this machine will serve you extremely well from the get-go. Also included, just because I think it's a neat thing to include, we have the original PFAFF Certificate of Lifetime Guarantee from the original person that purchased it, that we purchased it from, back in 1953. So, one owner, one great machine. This machine, if you start on the bottom with me down here by the feed dog control knob, see if you can get a nice close shot of that. This machine is able to sew with the feed dogs fully engaged, and with a single click you can then go to partially engaged if you're sewing on softer materials like silks or other materials where you don't want those feed dogs digging in. And with one more additional click, you can fully disengage the feed dogs as well if you're doing freehand type embroidery. An example of that freehand embroidery is this sample here, and hopefully I've got a good angle on that so you can see the detailing of the stitches. Everything from the border that we did along here with a zigzag type stitch to the wider stitches that are probably about 5 stitches or so per inch, all the way down to the very, very fine stitching where you can see we've gone to probably the equivalent of about 30 stitches per inch. So amazing stitch variation whether you're sewing a straight or a zigzag with this PFAFF 130. Also, I'll show you real quick before we jump into the machine again. This is a sample stitch off here where you can see just amazing what this machine can do, going again from that fine stitch of about 30 stitches per inch, just gradually going up in that zigzag, and just, I mean, it speaks for itself as to what this machine can do if you're doing quilting or other applique type work like that, where you want to have just a lot of control over how those stitches present themselves. So, as I've already pointed out, the feed dogs are an amazing feature on this machine where you can just pretty much do whatever you want to do on your sewing and the type of materials. Let's go up into the stitch length now. This stitch length control is a simple lever to go where we have it right now on a wider stitch, so we can show you in some of the future stitch offs, all the way down to a very narrow stitch where you're going to be hitting that mark of about 30 stitches per inch. Follow me up to the Bobbin Winder wheel, which is engaged with a simple push and disengaged by pushing the other lever back. Follow me over the top of the machine if you want to come a little bit wider now on your shot, and you can see that we've got 2 pins for spools, which tells you that this machine can sew with a double needle. And if we kind of come in a little bit closer to the machine again, I'd like to take you to the dial-a-stitch area. The dial-a-stitch area does a variety of different things, and I love that it's centralized. Right now we've got it set down in the 0 range, which gives us a straight stitch. And if we turn it all the way to the right, to the 3 or 4 area, we're going to be doing a zigzag stitch. This is a simple little wheel to lock that stitch in once you've dialed it where you want to go. And this little knob right here, if you depress it, it will allow you to use the same wheel, or the same knob rather, that we set a zigzag or a straight with, to adjust the alignment of that needle, either a center position, a right position, or a left position. Follow me back over the top of the machine. You can see it's a very simple threading system through the tension wheel. And if you follow me all the way down to the presser foot, see if you can get a nice shot on that, a nice tight shot. This PFAFF, like a lot of the PFAFFs, has that wonderful capability to hyperextend. It doesn't look like a huge leap, But when you're trying to fit a thick quilt under there, or you're sewing on some real heavy duty thick materials, that little extra 1/4 of an inch or so makes a huge difference. Make sure that you check out our other videos as well, where we're going to be doing stitch offs on some very heavy grade materials to show the industrial strength of this amazing PFAFF 130.